changed it up for you.
Yeah.
Say hi.
Hi.
Here's one of my good friends, Katie. Hey, we are. This is what is it? It's Kennykon 2024, and we're so stoked for today. There's a lot of events coming your way. Today, we are going to interview Dave Hayner, author of Images of America, Kennywood. And we're also going to be doing some pictures behind the scenes today of the Steel Curtain. And so we're looking forward to today.
Yeah.
That's definitely going to be an do not miss. So, but hey, it's been a while since we've actually got to ride with Katie today. So we're going to be able to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. And I think some of our friends, Genie TV said he's going to be here today. Then David's watching, and Ada's watching. So, hey, hopefully the weather holds out. It's supposed to be at around 3-ish. We're supposed to rain. The whole crazy gang's here. Becky's here. Jill's going to be here. David and Aiden are sitting over there. Your mom's here. Rock's here. So we're going to have a lot of the crazy gang today. Jason is going to be coming today. He always seems to join us a little bit later, so we get to hang out with him. Jason, thank you so much for everything, man. Yeah, I can't think of anyone else who else signed up, but hey, listen, when it comes to ACE, you guys got to sign up. It's totally worth it. Not only do we get the ERTs, we get the other benefits of having group tickets and stuff and getting in these parks for cheaper and hotels and stuff. So it's totally worth it. And plus, we make friends. You get to spend time with friends and family. That's what makes it everything. Yeah. So with that, God is good all the time and love each other with mad crazy love. All right, stick around for that interview.
What's up, crazy family?
What's up, crazy family? Where are we at, Solly?
Kennywood.
Yeah, why? So, like, you're like the youngest member, one of the youngest members of ACE. Your obsession with the turtle is amazing. I love you, brother. We're having a good time. We just got off T-Bowl. Rock and I probably rode it twice. I rode it another 2 times. Now the ERT on Turtle begins, and we're going to go try to go over Exterminator. Usually the lines for Exterminator are pretty long. So, anyway, want to help me out with the signing out? All you gotta do is say this.
God is good. All the time.
And love each other.
We love each other.
There's love.
And like crazy love.
Alright, guys. Take care.
Throwing stones from back these bits of anger. This conversation's fading in now. Wasn't saying I'm not guilty, I confess.
What's up, crazy family? So we're doing our tour for ACE, and we're going back to the maintenance shed back here. It's pretty cool because you get to see. We've obviously never been back here, but you get to see sights of the jackrabbit from this angle, and some other things that you don't normally see. So if you like these stuff, like these tours and the ERT, join ACE. You get to do this stuff with us. But I'm not going to go film too much now because I'm going to try to save battery. Don't forget, we're going to interview Dave Hayner today at 3:15. Talk about his book about that park. So that's good all the time. Love each other, mad crazy love. All right, Linda, say what's up.
Bury now the truth can't slow it down. Well, my weave and my dirty bones.
What's up, Crazy family? Hey, it's been a little bit since we did an interview, and this one's a blessing for me because, David, I met you a couple years ago, like during the ACE event.
Right.
And I didn't really knew who wrote your book that you wrote. David is a author of Images America, Kennywood Park, and he also is a member of ACE. He's also a member of ACE's Preservation Committee too.
And
So,
I'm the historian for it.
and a historian. So this is his book, and you know, I actually did my homework and read the thing, and I enjoyed it tremendously. So you know, it was very nice to get to know you through this too. So I have some memories of that. But what is your connection with ACE and NAPFA?
I've been a member of ACE for 43 years now.
43 years?
Yeah, 44 years.
And for you, those guys don't know, ACE is American Coaster Enthusiasts. So.
Yeah. I've been ACE's historian since 2008.
Wow, I did not know that.
Yeah, so I've been, and the landmark plaques you see at the parks for the different roller coasters, I basically wrote all those. Helped to write all those.
Wow.
So, not all of them, but about a little more than half of them that have been presented since 2008.
Cool. What about NAPFA? Can you explain to the people?
NAPFA is, I'm just a member with the National Amusement Park Historical Association. I've been a member with them since the 80s. So not as long as ACE, but I've been about 40 years, maybe 35 years with ACE.
I find that club or whatever that fraternity or whatever you want to call it, very interesting because it's more focused on the history of the parks,
Right.
which is fascinating to me. I've always enjoyed, like I said, I love seeing the old pictures before I was born. These parks that we go to. You know, I grew up going to Idora Park.
Okay.
And my parents would go to Idora Park. That was my first roller coaster, was the Wildcat.
Wow.
And I was little. I mean, I was little.
That was a pretty wild ride.
Are you kidding me? Yeah. So when it comes to Kennywood and compare it to, what do you think it makes it stand out the most compared to like parks like Waldermere or even parks like KENNYWOOD? What do you think makes it stand out the most?
Well, I mean, all three parks are traditional amusement parks. All three of them in Pennsylvania, too, ironically. Each has its own individual style and how they do things. Each has been around. Both Waldermere and Kennywood have been around for over 100 years, 125 years. Where KENNYWOOD will be 100 years old in 2026. So they're kind of the youngster of the three parks.
Yeah.
But it doesn't mean they're any less historic. They are filled with historic rides. I'm sure most of your followers are aware. I mean, KENNYWOOD is a wonderful park. They tend to have a lot of historic rides that they purchased and added, and they refurbish it and add back into the lineup of the rides. Most of the historic rides here, or I should say all of the historic rides here at Kennywood were purchased new. I mean, some are 100 years old.
Yeah.
Some are near 100 years old. But they are all original
one.
Right. Whereas KENNYWOOD has 100-year-old rides, but they predate the park. So.
Awesome. So, what is something that you could say that you're crazy about Kennywood? What are you crazy about when it comes to Kennywood? I asked that a lot about.
Well, like you, when you grew up with Idora, I grew up with Kennywood. I grew up 2 miles from the park. Remember seeing the fireworks when I was a kid from my parents' back, from the back porch. We'd look at the fireworks anytime they ever would launch. And when I was a young child, I used to always want my mother to drive by the park, especially in the off season, because I couldn't get enough of the place. I love this place.
I hear you.
And excuse me. And I've been a a fan of the park for all my life. I mean, since I can remember, I've been coming to this park. I mean, my mother has pictures of me, not even a year old, at the park. So
cool.
So I literally grew up in the place.
So you say it's like the memories that you.
It's a very nostalgic place. Yeah.
Very charming.
Very charming, but also at the same time very cutting edge, very thrilling.
Yeah.
So they do a very nice mix of old and new.
Old and new, yeah.
And, they have a lot of old rides, as we know, like the Turtle, the Whip, the Carousel, the Old Mill, Noah's Ark, the Train. They're all old rides, but they're always refreshed, always kept up to date. But they also bring in new rides, and they used to bring in a lot of new rides back in the 60s and 70s. They would bring in a new ride every year.
I can remember seeing some of this.
Now, the reason they could do that was they leased the rides from an outside vendor.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, they'll bring in rides from it's called Conklin Shows from Canada, and they would lease these rides, like 1 or 2 rides every year. That was the new ride for the park. If it proved to be a popular ride, and this was back in the time when they would collect tickets for the park, and what would happen was that would be the popular ride. If it was popular enough, they would end up purchasing it. They would buy one.
I don't know that. That was very fascinating.
Like one of the rides that still here at the park is the Wave Swinger. They brought one in the 1970s, late 70s, and it proved to be a very popular ride. So a few years later, they bought one in 1984. And they installed it in 1984 in front of Noah's Ark, and it became a very popular, iconic ride for the park. It was featured prominently in Kennywood Memories.
I see it. You know what? I seen the videos on it. It's like, oh, that was there.
Yeah.
I forgot it was there.
And then when they built Lost Kennywood in 1995, they moved the Wave Swinger from its spot in front of Noah's Ark over to Lost Kennywood. But that's still the same Wave Swinger that they bought in 1988.
Wow, it's interesting. You know, David, I saw a video. I saw a video on YouTube that where you stated that you were at the last day of the Laser Loop, and also the last day of the Steel Phantom.
Yep. I was here for Labor Day both days.
Also, in your books, you've written a lot about the history of Kennywood, done a lot of research about the park.
Yes.
Things have a tendency to come and go in an amusement park, like rides and foods. But what do you think should be one of the mainstays of Kennywood?
Well, the historic rides need to remain. I mean, one of the things is that Kennywood is a National Historic Landmark. One of only 2 amusement parks designated by the United States government. And the reason being is because of the historic buildings and structures in the park. Among these being like the casino, which is the cafeteria. The building we're in now is the oldest building in the park. It was built in 1899.
Yeah.
This was the original carousel building that opened in 1899. And it's the oldest building in the park.
Here's a quick question. Do you know, like, the park side now, it's only, like, visitors only get to use the bottom floor. Did at one time they use the upstairs,
Yes,
too?
they did. Until about the 1970s, there was stairwells inside when you came in and went up. It was like a balcony that encircled the second floor. They actually finished off the floor. They put in additional supports and finished it off. Late 70s, I believe.
Late 70s, wow.
And they put offices up there.
Okay.
And a lot of times they had, like, back in 1980, Kennywood hosted ACE's third CoasterCon, which was CoasterCon 3, and it was the first time they came to Kennywood. All of the activities, such as like displays and presentations, were done upstairs in the second floor of the
that was
cafeteria.
interesting.
It was very hot. Very hot.
Sure,
There's no air conditioning.
No AC.
Not like today. Not like the building's air conditioned today, but back then it wasn't.
What's up, crazy family? So, getting towards the end of the day. Yeah, I don't gotta lie. It's getting sleepy. But we're having a lot of fun, I know. So yeah, we got most of the coasters in, and we're about to go chill for a little bit on some of the slower rides. Maybe a train ride, or maybe a turtle or something like that. Rocky's using the restroom, and I just want to get in here and vlog a little bit, tell everybody about their day. I tell you what, the staff here is amazing. Got to chat with Ricky, and he was very nice, very polite. He loves this park too, and as we were talking to, I was talking to Dave Hayner a little bit about him, and he says maybe possible to ask him if for Krazy we can interview him. Maybe that will happen. We'll see what happens. I'd love to do that. We're gonna have to. I'm gonna do some writing, some questions if that does come. I think. But I'd love to do that. To be honest with you. But thank you, David Hayner, for taking the time today and sitting down with us and chatting with us. And he has such knowledge of this park, the history of it. It's pretty amazing. I really enjoyed my conversation with him. Basically, he took me to school and taught me a lot about the park that I didn't know. I was just in awe, you know. I was like, wow, that's really cool. You know, man, nothing but love for him and his family, and I wish blessings upon him and his book. Go buy it. Go buy it. Images of America, Kennywood. I mean, yeah, we're just having fun today. It's our ACE event. Our extra ride time starts at 10 tonight, and we'll be here from 10 to 11 on Phantom. But right now, it's 7:30, and what we're going to do is just enjoy the park. Me and Rock are going to do some rides by ourselves, probably some the classic woodies. Hey, the crowds are really light today, super light, so we should be able to get on these coasters pretty fast. So with that, God is good all the time. We love each other with Mad Christian.
You hear me now? I have something to tell you.
What's up, crazy family? So we're about to do our ERT on the FAM tonight. We're looking forward to this. It's raining a little bit, so me personally, I'm not a fan of rain and Phantom, but hey, if it's a little bit and I can tolerate it, I'll do one, and then we'll be able to go home. But hey, it's a lot of fun. Let's just see how everyone here. Aiden, want to say hi to everyone? Aiden, David's here.
Hey.
What's up? All right. Hey, Jay.
We win some, we lose some. It's illusion. My don't matter what we do.
What's up, crazy family? So tonight we got just finished up our ERT on FAM. It's a little dark out here, so I apologize, but all of our ACE members are about to roll out of here. We had so much fun today. Phantom was just hauling today. So one more last video of the train rolling out of the station as we exit the station. And there you go. What do you think? So, well, Mark, it was good seeing you. So tell everyone Krazies have a good night. man. I'm broke. Alright. So anyways, about time to go sing the next song later, an hour later, but hey man, I will see you next weekend, Kennywood. God, it's good all the time. We love each other, mad crazy love. Alright.